Okay. When the revolution spoke, blind minds open, you can't stop the word being spoken. When the revolution spoke, the comedians couldn't joke, even the rich felt broke. When the revolution spoke, they said it was treason, but couldn't jail the rhyme without a reason. When the revolution spoke, 1 million youths marching, all in their part they smashing. I was born to black Nigerian parents of lowly means. Poverty, lack, and squalor, I know very well what they mean. I was born into the crowd, an insignificant statistic amongst the masses, watching my parents choose between the upper or lower classes. I was raised up on these streets, so I'm privy to its sorrows, its pains, and its tears. I'm privy to the retired sergeant in a one-room shack, crowded with kids awaiting pension, a symbol of wasted years. I'm privy to disillusioned youths in pursuit of loot, brandishing rebellion and holding distorted perceptions of life and truth. On the streets I see the apprentice mechanic, the street hawker, the tout, kids only in their teens. All hopes of an education are now ghosts, languishing in the graveyard of dead dreams. I see the petty trader, and oh yes, she looks distressed. She's the mother of 5 barely spaced kids and she can't handle the stress. Her man is a downfall driver, but the routes are filled with police and admirals, so each day he comes back with less. Can somebody please tell me where to find opportunity? Cause it's hardly seen or recognized amongst the masses where I'm from, where misery is sung by the tongue of the old and the young. John couldn't gain employment with his school cert, so he killed his conscience and employed a gun. Where greed and lust conspire against the poor to convert their daughters into shameless whores. These things I saw, these pains I bore in fellowship with the masses. Growing up on these ghetto streets, I seen it all. I remember friends who thought school uncool, plus they couldn't afford it, so they chose to gamble on football. But many games have since been played, many years gone by, and I still can't find them. I guess they never made it. Just like my folks and the ghettos I remember growing up with on these ghetto streets. No, these ghetto graveyards where lives are wasted and dreams are buried. My wife says, honey, don't be worried, our generation will change it. We'll right the wrongs of our fathers, shake off the inertia of our mothers, but we won't recycle the same. Excuse my language, but I'm still trying to believe her. I'm still hoping we deliver, still hoping we sober enough to do it, still hoping we wise and clever enough to go through it, still hoping we realize we need much more than entertainment. Because when oil meets its nemesis in alternative fuel, we'll need much more than booty-shaking videos and meaningless songs to sustain us. Friends, the uns rest upon us. So let our talking and our doing reveal the old doing, for that is what the task is. And I'm still hoping my kids don't get the serious things I saw. Still hoping they don't get to bear these pains I bore in fellowship with the master. When the revolution spoke, blind minds open, you can't stop the word being spoken. When the revolution spoke, the comedians couldn't joke, even the rich felt broke. When the revolution spoke, they said it was treason, but couldn't jail the rhyme without a reason. When the revolution spoke, 1 million youths marching, all in the pot they smash. Okay. It's our first outing and chill and relax in Gbagada, and I think we're out to a good start. So we'll try and keep this money. But you see, this is not a political poem. It's a poem about life, about brothers, about sisters, about peace, about strife. This is not a political poem, I repeat, this is not a political poem. It's a poem that speaks about what we go through as a people. It's a poem that seeks to express the fact that all men were created equal. But some men have become more equal than others, so they loot and plunder, dip their bowls into our collective pus, fill their bellies and sheets on the rest of us. But this is not a political poem. It's a poem about life. about brothers, about sisters, about peace, about strife. It's a poem about outrageous, fictitious budgets and the legislators who approve them. It's a poem about power, the interest of the people, and the politicians who confuse them. It's a poem I wrote in the grips of emotion, tears mingling with ink. A poem I hope will inspire my listeners to think. Nay, a poem I pray will drive my listeners, the masses, to rage and mobilize them to march against men living in rocks, against unhallowed chambers where politicians meet, pretend to make laws, greet, eat, and pick their teeth with our collective destinies. But this is not a political poem. It's a revolution. It's the evolution of a people refusing to suffer and smile no more. A people determined to stand down the facade of a government and its sham democracy. A people willing to spill blood if need be. But this is not a political poem. It's a poem about life, about brothers, about sisters, about peace, about strife. But if peace will cost us truth and justice, then let it be known that I'd rather have strife, I'd rather wage war. These folks in Abuja are not my brothers, nor my sisters, and as for the bonds that bind us together, I trust it no more. So meet me outside after the recital if you're ready to fight. Get my number, give me your call if you're sick or parking, and now you're ready to bite. But if they come looking for me, asking about what I said here, sniffing around for treasonable felony, tell them I raved and I ranted, I sang and I chanted, but I did not recite a political poem because this is not a political poem. It's a poem about life, about brothers, about sisters, about peace, about strife.
Whoa! Okay, for the second time, a standing ovation for Efe Paul. Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that was quite deep, man. All right, so moving on, I'd like to call on another